Howdy and aloha, everyone. This is James with Mana Talk. Mana meaning power, and talk meaning talk. The Democrats are just, excuse me, the Demoncrats. They're just too far in. They've they've already done their damage. They're still doing it. They're literally following the exact instructions of the World Economic Forum, ETAL, all their associates, the Pedo-Predator Class, the PPCs, which I like to call them the PPCs. It's like the fucking worst version of a human being on the planet, and they're everywhere. They're part of the Democratic Party, obviously, because they're all in on everything, that's going to socially control the planet, financially control the planet, and take out their processes to take out. And I know this is hard for people to get, but they talk about it constantly. They want to take out about two-thirds of the population by 2020. And they're doing good. They're still doing it. They're doing a great job. Our food is still poison. It's literally poison. If you have followed all the information that I've thrown out there, go to, real organic, um, holistic, natural remedy type people out there that are doing content, kind of on YouTube, mostly on TikTok, a lot on Twitter, of course. You will definitely see all this information. You know, Monsanto is now Bayer, like the aspirin, this huge company, and and you still got Bill Gates frolicking around. That to me is just mind-boggling. It can't. He is not allowed in the Philippines or Taiwan or I think India and a few other many countries in Africa where he's done his damage, where he's done or attempted to, and they've caught him. To his thing is just to decrease the population. It's crazy. This is his gig. His gig is, why does this seem off? Anyway, um, I'm I'm dumbfounded. Just nobody's put that man in handcuffs. Anthony Fauci's still roaming free. He's probably sipping a Mai Tai in Bora Bora at some villa. And a lot of these PPCs that are out there, the Pedo-Predator Class, um, are still free. And they're still dictating, orchestrating, creating, writing scripts. They're still doing their thing. Nothing's stopping. They do it with fervor, confidence. It's all false. It's all just a show. It's theater. It's a lie, right? I mean, you've got. Do you guys remember this clip? Oh wait, not this. Yeah, it's right here. Dr. Vanessa Carey, John Kerry, climate change czar, John Kerry's daughter. Boom, boom, boom. Who Director General Special Envoy, the Special Envoy for Climate Change and Health, with with treacherous tourists. These people are not stopping. Nothing's happening. The Democrats are all in. They've been following their script for a long time, and a few Republicans, and a few. Believe it or not, I know it's hard for some of these staunch base Republicans to realize, but most of them get it. Most of them get that there are a few out there that are compromised, that are completely compromised, and they know it, and they're not giving up. They're all in too. It's it's sickening. It's despicable, and most of all, it's dangerous. These people are dangerous. When you hear somebody say out of their mouth, whether it's a, I mean, how could you, when your mind is in that place, and this is their mind, it's in that place. They want to hoard, the PPCs want to hoard everything. And this is the hardest pill for people to swallow because they keep talking about, big medical, which is kind of an umbrella of big pharma, big hospital, um, big elderly care, and big psychology, because it's an industry. Psychologists are being used everywhere because of the fucking food you're eating. You're not thinking right because it's hard to get food for your mind to think right. You've been injected and you've been fucking taking stuff and you're addicted to this and that and all this, which is cleverly implanted, and you're getting sicker and iller and dying sooner. Hey Cheryl, how you doing? Let me know if you want to come on. I'm gonna just get through this and just wanted to get a quick point out there. Um, there's a lot to go over. I've got a ton to go over, and I want you to, if you guys remember this, this is a good one. You're gonna love this. I watched this in real time. I remember watching this in freaking real time. This lady, I was like, "What the fuck just happened?" But it's a joke. It's all theater. It's all a lie. It's bullshit.
Today, start working on not touching your face, because one main way viruses spread is when you touch your own mouth, nose, or eyes. You touch your own mouth, nose, or eyes. One main way viruses spread is when you touch your own mouth, nose, or eyes.
That was like right after she said that. I remember watching this. Such a load of crap. There's just so much contradiction. There's just so many examples of how, I mean, it's a Mount Everest plethora of evidence and proof to show that all of this since 2020, well, before it wasn't as crazy, but 2020 was when it went into warp speed. That's when World War III really started. And I keep telling you, that's when the majority of the planet took in the advertising, took in the marketing, the branding, the logos, the talking points, the scripted fear, and they just jumped in, right? Even the people that knew that Big Pharma was just the most horrific fucking entity on this planet. One of the most horrific, besides the military industrial complex, right? Besides them. And they just took it. And once they had all those people, they were just jumping in jubilation. The Pedo-Predator Class, some people call them the parasitic elite. I don't like using elite. Parasitic is fine. But they're not elite to me. They're just a bunch of sickening, disgusting creatures. And this woman right here is part of their minions, one of their pawns. All of the Demoncrats are, for sure. This is the point I've been trying to say. No, not trying, but saying since early 2020. Is everything that comes out of this organization is crap. Right? There's the logo at the top left of your screen, I believe, or top right or somewhere. But it's just a load of shit. These people are a load of freaking shit. And like I said, they're really trying to murder. They're murdering people, literally murdering, and that's Waikiki. Just something different. But it's amazing. I just cannot believe. And I was watching a town hall meeting of some liberals complaining about a trailer park and some stuff that's happening out there. Buildings are being built and they're getting kicked out, which is sucks, and I get it. But I mean, it's part of what's happening. It's just, it's, I'm not, you can't stop the progress that's going to happen, but I'll get into that probably later on. But they're wearing masks. They're wearing handkerchiefs. They're wearing. I gotta show you. I'm just like, what the fuck? How is this? This is just ridiculous. It's ridiculous. All right, these people. Um, Look, the NHS successfully using a vaccination for mosquitoes. Is that the way they're good? Yeah, that's fucking serious shit. That's what they're doing. That's what they want to do. Hey, Shro, that's what they want to do. Right? Is that nuts? Tell me how fucking crazy that is. Tell me that's just not fucking crazy. And there are people out there that are completely, oh, that's cool. We can get a couple of those that way. It's like, again, when I was a kid, I had like 6 vaccines. And when I was in the military, I had like 7 or something. Because once you're in the military, they shoot the crap out of you with all kinds of shit. But, and the schedule was like 6 or 7 vaccines. Now it's like, by the time you're 18, you're taking over 50 freaking whatevers. You're taking, they want, it's nuts. Autism, obesity, all these things have risen. Mental problems, social, just all these things. I wonder why. Plus, our food is poisonous. Poisonous. There's stuff in your food that they've used to poison plants. Excuse me, bugs on the plants. But they use it afterwards to protect the food from rotting sooner. So they use these coatings, which are just terrible for you. Look, the problem is, and this is, I always say we got a pollution problem. Of course, that's something we definitely have to fix, the pollution. But we don't manage our food properly at all. We just do not. Right? And I got to show you this. Where is it? These people are just fucking ridiculous. There's so much to go over. So much to go over here. Oh, right here. Here they are.
December
Is it
2022,
still alive?
by a vote of the new city council, they authorized me
Right
to
here.
take legal action.
Wait,
and in turn,
Declaration of Human Dignity. This
ad hoc committee.
Look, here she comes up. Look at, they're all wearing masks. Look at them. They're still wearing masks and tiny. Look at the people here, and look at the people in the background. Do you see any of this? See any of the council members of this? This is the city of Huntington Beach, kind of like my hometown, Surf City, USA. Wonderful city, just some dumb fucking people there. Look at the people in the background. The committee, the council, excuse me, the city council people, and all these idiots are wearing masks. They're laughing at them. They are laughing at them. I'm laughing at them. They're trying to be serious about an issue, and they're still fucking hypnotized. This is ridiculous. Oh, and and these are handkerchiefs, by the way. These are not. These are your bandanas. They're just like, they're fucking bandanas. They're wearing fucking bandanas. Here's one. Look at that. I got one hanging up behind me. How is that going to protect from what? And then there's a girl that doesn't have one. There's one that does. And what the fuck? This is still fucking happening. These idiots are everywhere. COVIDiots. And most of them are being led by the Demoncrats. That's the new word. It's the Demoncrats. We know it's the Demoncrats. Because the Demoncrats are a group of sick fucking motherfuckers. I don't know if they practice in satanic rituals. Who knows? But they are as evil as shit, right? The Pedo-Predator Class. Well, the like the officers, let's say, of their military, the Demoncrats, and we're talking legislators, judiciaries, executives, department heads, Mayorkas, Christopher Wray, Demoncrats. These are really sick fucks, right? And they're all in with the World Economic Forum, the WHO. They're fucking all in. They're in. They're too far in. They're too far gone, and they're not coming back. And they're going to keep going, and nothing's changing, right? Fucking Trump just got fucking indicted the third fucking time on something that's totally frivolous, totally bullshit, something that was set up and staged. The reason why they were able to do the indictment is because McCarthy, pay attention, Kevin McCarthy, the Speaker of the House now, Republican, right? It is August 1st, 2023. He said about 2 or 3 months ago that he was going to reveal to the public the 44,000 or 40,000 plus hours of all the cameras, all the coverage that was gathered by the FBI or whoever, security, Capitol Security or something. But he never did. But he didn't. If that would have been released, there would have been nothing to stand on because there was tons of proof to show, and there still is. There's an insurmountable amount of proof to show, an insurmountable amount of proof to show that it's bullshit. That fucking J6 was totally staged. You're actually watching. The Demoncrats are telling you, as Tucker Carlson is showing, not CGI, computer graphic images, or anything edited in a particular way, which the mainstream media, CNN, MSNBC, blah, 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 are telling you that's what the case was. Even Fox was jumping in on that. They showed the guy in the fucking horns, the raccoon man, I call him, the horny raccoon, whatever the fuck he is. He's being toured around, casually moved around throughout the fucking Capitol. Wait, let me try to open the door for you. These are the words coming out of the Capitol Police, fucking whoever they were. They're words. This is the words. So let me open it, and that thing has to be opened by security at one of the highest levels. Boop, open it up. Open it up. And then fucking there you go. He's gallivanting, a couple of his friends. Looked like there was an FBI agent in there. I've got videotape of it. And this guy's getting indicted for that. For that. None of those other indictments went anywhere. Just to let you know, an indictment doesn't mean a conviction. What? Yeah. Like if you get written a ticket, here's an example, for speeding, and you go fight it, and you got an attorney that knows what the fuck they're doing, and said, where was the police officer, what was the angle? They look at so many different variations on how to fight speeding tickets and all this other stuff. Most people don't fight them. They just fucking pay it. And they know it. The people that know how to fight them or know how to challenge it and get the information use a lawyer that's already been using in the certain steps and practices, and they usually get off. Or they get less of an offense, or they get taken off their record, their driving record. But it's fightable. Just because you got written a ticket, that's what an indictment is. You got written a ticket. That's an indictment. You got written a ticket. And then you have to prove, the prosecutors, it's their job, if it's challenged, has to prove that it's valid. So now the people of J6 have to prove that Donald Trump instigated, incited, and all this other shit. And McCarthy, this guy's shit. Right? I don't see the inquiry happening yet. He says they're supposed to do a impeachment inquiry. Look, he's a World Economic Forum fucking young globalist. There's a bunch of them out there. I don't know what to fucking tell you people. I do know what to tell you people. I want to keep telling you until it sinks in your head. The World Economic Forum is the hub, is where all of it funnels in. They look at it, research it, boom, and they spit it out, kind of like I just spit out now. They spit it out to their marketing, advertising firms that make billions of dollars and have made billions of dollars for a long time, millions of dollars, and they do these marketing and advertising and branding and logo and public relation campaigns to get you to, and they coerce people. You know they fucking coerce people. They blackmail them, they coerce them. I mean, look at fucking the trail of fucking black bags behind the Clintons. It's crazy. Haiti doesn't want anything to do with the Clintons or the government anywhere related to the Clintons, which is interesting because Haiti decided not to use the Kool-Aid thing that everybody was putting in their arms, and everybody was fine. Isn't that interesting? Because there's something out there that doesn't stop the transmission at all. Doesn't fucking protect you at all. There is something out there that doesn't do anything that they've claimed that it does. What it does is the exact opposite. Hence, 2/3 of the population to be eliminated, depopulated by 2030. I'm not gonna keep freaking. I'm not gonna stop on this. I'm not gonna stop on this. I'm gonna tell you. If you haven't, just go to stopthewef.org or DIYliberty.org, right? I think I'm going to do Monoparty coming up. Yeah, I talked about that yesterday. The Monoparty, which is basically it's a group to make sure that elections are safer and transparent and all this other stuff. Maybe the party will form. I don't know. Mainly it's kind of like for the Polynesians, mainly for Hawaii. But if it moves through there, starts bringing power to the people, power to talking, power to conversations and debates, and bringing your evidence, and I bring my evidence. Let's have a discussion. You know, I've talked to my family members. Every time I try to say, "Hey, come on, I'll talk to you in a private Zoom. You bring all your information. I'll bring all my information, and we'll throw it up. We'll throw it on the table and see where the scales tip." They don't. They don't even fucking show up. They pull what's called a Katie Hobbs. They don't debate. And then when some of them that have debated suck at it, then they turn into a Fetterman. No, just fucking ridiculous. It's just ridiculous. Right? Like, fuck. No, I don't have any sympathy for a guy that can't fucking function. And he's running a fucking state. The opposite of John Fetterman is my senator. His name is Eric Schmidt. Fucking beast. Beast. Strong. You know, I'm telling you. And that's, it kind of tells me how I remember my dad. Okay. My dad used to make me run on lava rocks with my shoes on. But if you fall, you get hurt. Hey, Eric, how you doing, buddy? The crazy cat lady governor from Arizona that huffs cat feces and cat urine. She's disgusting. Yeah, but he used to, for football, make me run hills in the sand, um, just all kinds of stuff. Just hills, 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 lava rocks, lava rocks, lava rocks, drills, drills, drills. And he would instill these little things in my head, and it helped me. It helped me to be a stronger man. I'm not perfect. I'm not a super alpha. I have had my alpha moments, and my beta, and my Charlie, and my deltas, even a few foxtrots. Days, moments. Trust me, nobody's perfect. But I think most of them have been kind of alpha beta-ish, maybe Charlie-ish. I'm kind of a Charlie plus beta minus guy, just to be honest with you. But the thing is that's what we need. We don't need John Fettermans. We don't need Dianne Feinsteins that are dissipated. We don't need Mitch McConnells that are fucking, being touched by somebody and going into some trance. I don't know what the fuck that was. But he just froze. Like literally froze. And we've seen fucking Pedo Joe do it as well. It's just fucking crazy. What do you need to see to show you how fucked up things are? And they're bragging about the jobs that they fucking ruined. Oh, we've created all these jobs that you ruined. We've created this many jobs that you destroyed. It's just getting back to kind of where it should be. It's not there yet. It's not even close. Right? There's so many other examples. And they're talking about the economy so great. The fucking gas prices in Missouri just went up 50 cents in the past 2.5 months. I've been following it. I've been following gas ever since it started going in the fucking wrong direction for a long time. And it's 50 cents. It was $2.99 2.5 months ago. Now it's $3.49. 2.5 months ago. Economy's right now in Missouri. That's a big chunk of dough. Imagine what it is in California. I'm sure it's gone up a fucking $1.50, guaranteed, or at least something close to that. Yeah. Hey Jordan, how you doing? Fuck it, Sam. Hey you guys. Yeah. Bottom line. Let me just say this real quick. I'm going to say this real quick because this is good. Nope. Look at that. I'm protesting, and I have my mask on. Oh my God! It's embarrassing. I'm embarrassed to watch all the fucking stupid, crazy people out there. There's tons of them. Right, here's Eric Schmidt. Go to his Twitter, support him. He's fucking awesome. This is this is who you want. There's nothing he's doing that I'm against. He's nothing I'm doing. And in regards to, did I have it earlier? I probably should put it back up. But this is what he's talking about. We gotta watch this. We gotta watch this one. All right, here we go. Blah, blah, blah. You're full of shit. Fuck you.
Have sea ice, which is melting at a rate that the Arctic Ocean now increasingly is exposed. In 5 years, scientists predict we will have the first ice-free Arctic summer. Have sea ice, which is melting at a rate that the Arctic Ocean now increasingly is exposed. In 5 years, scientists predict we will have the first ice-free Arctic summer. Have sea ice, which is melting at a rate that the Arctic Ocean now increasingly is exposed. In 5 years, scientists predict we will have the first ice-free Arctic summer.
He said it best. It should be a consistent. It's a consistent hustle to get people to freak out so they can control the things you can't have. That's their goal. Well, it's not. It's money laundering for one. We all know that Greta Thunberg, whatever the fuck her real name is, who knows? It's just one of the worst actors in the world. How dare you? How dare you? Just fucking ridiculous. No, just a bunch of idiots. Just in, Illinois Governor J.B. Pitzer. This is why they're Demoncrats. They're just fucking crazy. Illinois Governor J.B. Pritzker has signed a law that will allow illegal immigrants to become police officers and sheriff deputies. In Illinois, American citizens will be arrested by illegals. Do you want me to repeat it? Because that's what he just signed in the law. Once this takes effect, people who are actively breaking federal law will be arresting Americans if they break the law. This madness from the Democrat Party is absolutely out of control. And it's like, it's fine. So somebody who just came here, just got here, just somebody just fucking got here, right? Walks through the border, gets the Mayorkas pass. All you need is the fucking app, right? Goes to Illinois, applies for the police officer job, pulls you over and goes, whatever language they're speaking, I'm just going to use this, whatever language, doesn't fucking matter, and just pulls you over and uses that authority and power as they were born here, went to school here, went to summers here, went to some community college maybe here, went to the military here. No, none of that. None of that. None of that. It's fucking insane. Yeah, these people, I'm telling you, there's some people in Illinois that got an answer for these motherfuckers. They got an answer. If they fucking show up or around, this is gonna get crazy. That's gonna, and he's laughing like it's okay. Like it's okay. How the fuck is that okay? That's fucking ridiculous. Oh my god, that's so fucking, that's insane. I'm gonna jump here real quick. Listen just to the beginning of this.
So get this. An NIH-funded study just vaccinated humans using genetically modified mosquitoes. If this doesn't freak you out, I don't know what will. This study took place recently in Seattle. A group of researchers were looking to see how they could vaccinate people from malaria using these mosquitoes. And what they did,
it's just, I didn't even try to research this. Principia Scientific International. I'm gonna guess. And let me see if she's got Bill Gates' name in here. I'm gonna see. Translation. And I don't even think she checked. But I can guarantee you, if I dig deep enough, I can guarantee you that comes from Bill Gates and his funding. I think he's already proved. I think that's already been proven out there. Anyway, that's just crazy. That's crazy. They're not fucking around. 2/3 of the planet, Demoncrats, all these fuckers, they're not fucking around. I don't know what to fucking tell you guys. I do know what to tell you guys. They're not stopping. They're gonna fucking take you down. And if you think this is a joke, I know the people that have been following me on Monotalk since 2017, around there, maybe a little earlier, know that most of the stuff that I've been covering and I've predicted and I've theorized or I've summarized or came to conclusions of have usually panned out. But here's the immigration part that you guys need to pay attention to.
It says it right there, and you can
watch this part right here. So there's this letter, right? At the here's the letter. So all the Chinese.
You guys can go check it out. It was originally written in Chinese. So first of all, they're getting a lot of different documents. But the one that we're talking about in this particular show right now is a document that I was sent by a Chinese illegal alien. And what it is it's a document that I believe to have been written by another Chinese illegal alien. If you read the document, it's on muckraker.com. You guys can go check it out. It was originally written in Chinese. I had it translated to English, and then the intro, it mentions a woman named Ivy. It has her her WeChat contacts listed on the top, which I have redacted and took out just for safety purposes. But she wrote this whole document. It explains how to get from South America all the way to the U.S. border. How much to pay smugglers and various other things. Very, very detailed. And then I would say probably 75% of the document, maybe about 150 pages, talks about how to exploit the U.S. asylum system and U.S. asylum law. And so this document was sent to me by a Chinese illegal alien who I met in chat contacts listed on the top, which are things very, very detailed. And then I would say probably 75% of the document, maybe about 150 pages, talks about how to exploit the U.S. asylum system and U.S. asylum law.
Okay, Mayorkas has already covered that, right? Mayorkas already created an app. He created an app in many different languages, even in Chinese, for people to come through and fucking fast pass. It's a fast pass, which is a fast pass is a pass like if you're, or they call it the quick line, and it came from Disneyland, believe it or not. And the fast pass means that you don't have to wait in line. You can just go play, and then it'll give you a time and when to come back to go in. Right? It's your ability to cut in front of the line in a sense. Like if the line's an hour and a half long, which I've been there in fucking Disneyland when I was younger, or I'm with my kids. But it's a way for them to just go through. Boom, gone. And they have instructions on what to do and how to take advantage and where to go and all these other things. But there's some more details in it that aren't good as well. But this is all a part of the Demoncrats. You know, I've worked with illegal aliens or just illegal immigrant workers in San Diego, California. I did it for off and on 29 years. My grandfather had a 6-acre avocado ranch. I'm still mad at my mom for selling it. I don't know why the fuck that happened. But anyway, but we still talk. We had a father son used to come up from Mexico. I worked with them. You can't keep up with a lot of these people. I'm telling you right now. There's a lot of jobs that people will not take at that pay. They just won't fucking do it. They can't fucking handle it. Let me give you an example. When I was like 12, 10 or 12, 10 or from 10 to 12, I don't remember exactly how old I was. But I go, okay, I'm going to go work with the Mexicans now. I think I'm ready to earn some money, Grandpa. Okay, here's a pick, here's a shovel, here's a hoe. I need foot deep, 6 inches across, all the way down this row. I'm like, what? And the row's like 150 yards long. Right? It's a big fucking row. It's between each row. So I'm digging my ass off. I start at 7 in the morning. Digging, digging, digging. I got like 10, 12 feet done. My grandfather comes up. He goes, how you doing? I go, I think I'm doing good, man. Check this out, Grandpa. I'm all proud of myself. I was, that's pretty good. Follow me. So we go 2 rows over, because I'm supposed to do 2 whole rows that day, which didn't fucking happen. And I've got Juan, I remember, and then Jesus. It's always Juan or Jesus. That's their names. Juan, Jesus, Juan, Miguel, Juan, Jesus. They don't use their real names. They don't use and nobody really cared anyway. But and they work 8 or 10 hours a day, and they would get paid pretty decent money, just a few dollars less than minimum wage, or $1 or so usually. But I was getting paid. So I go to the couple rows over, right? I go a couple rows over, and I'm looking at the dad, and he's older. He's wearing a flannel shirt. It's fucking like 98 degrees. It's like 100 degrees out there. Fucking high desert mountain. And I'm just, drinking water like every 5 seconds. This guy's got a flannel shirt, t-shirt, boots, long pants. I've got fucking shorts, my swim shorts. I'm just drenching myself with water constantly. Yeah. He did about, and I look down and I look at his row and I look at his ditch and I go, fuck. And we started at the same time and he had about about 40 yards done. He had about 40, I mean, 3 or 4 times more than I had done. I didn't even notice. I was working my ass so hard. And then his son was a little behind him, but blowing me away for sure. I understand immigration, and I understand why a lot of farmers need and use these workers, which is fine. I don't like the fact that they don't pay any taxes, but they don't really do a lot or take a lot. It's not like a giant amount of money that they're not paying. When you have giant corporations that are like, let's say Big Pharma, how many tax subsidies does Big Pharma have? How about Enron? How about Lockheed Martin? How much? How many tax subsidies or tax loopholes are they allowed to use? It's fucking limitless. Just the amount of money that these people don't report is not a fucking big problem. However, that was about an average of about 800,000 people, give or take a few 100,000 per year for the last couple of decades. It's always been that way. Just, it's about this much. Within the past 2.5 years now, right, ever since the Demoncrats took over, there has been close to now over 8 million. We're getting into the 8 million mark of people just coming like fucking tsunami after tsunami after tsunami. And we don't know what, and some of these people are just let in for who knows what. Some of them are going to be sheriffs and fucking deputies, illegal. Some of them are going to be terrorists, but I'm sure a lot of them are going to be good working people, which there are. I'm fine with that. Right? But there's just too much. The biggest thing that's going to happen, I think, that people don't realize is when you have people that come from countries that pay. Our minimum wage hasn't gone up in since 2009. It's already fucked up. It's already destroyed. 2009. Right. And I think it's important. People should make enough money because, $8.75 an hour in West Virginia is nobody fucking hires or nobody can get employees at that much. Nobody, they have, it happens everywhere. Right now, you might work or be motivated to work if you're making over $10 an hour. I know this. A lot of people that own businesses can't get people to work unless they're somewhere over $11, $12 an hour. It's just not going to happen, right? So once these people come in and they're okay to work for $8, $9 an hour, they're okay with that. But here's the problem, and this is what happened. And Cheryl brought this point up, which is brilliant. They're going to get accustomed to living. They're not going to be sending a lot of that money back. They're going to want more. It's just the way it works. They're going to. It's not going to be enough money to get $9 or $10 working at a farm right now. It's not enough money. And they're going to find other ways to take money, but they're also at the same time take a lot of jobs away from a lot of people. I'm telling you, I am fucking telling you, a lot of the jobs that are going to that are going to be stripped away, besides the terrorism part, which is just fucking crazy already, which is a serious threat because you never know who these people are doing, who they're really working for, what they're doing, or what they're doing, because we've made so many friends. Over the past few decades, we've made just great friends with the Middle East and so many different countries out there. There's some pissed off fucking people out there that are going to slip through, that have already slipped through. I guarantee you. Anyway, Let me get to. I think I'm gonna. I'm keep getting kind of thrown out of off course here. But there's one other thing I was trying to get to. If I can get to it. Uh, this is a good one. This is this kind of shit that's happening in California. Just letting you know, right? This is the kind of shit that's happening in California. I love watching this guy go there. He's just got some wonderful, great content.
Various experiments piled.
But pay it. But watch this. But okay, watch
Chinese
this.
biolab busted in California, right near U.S. military bases, in a situation that does not look good. Here is what the inside of the lab looked like. Looks like a bunch of boxes stacked up, bunch of equipment used for various experiments piled into a room. We'll see if the FBI cares about this. Now, the stories came over from Fresno, California. You can see Fresno is tucked away in between L.A. and San Francisco, right in the middle, right in the heart of California. This is the outside of the crime of the biolab. Looks like a very dilapidated building, something abandoned, like there's not much activity going on there. But apparently, some sort of investigator, a city inspector, saw a hose coming out of the building and decided to investigate further. And the local report comes over from your Central Valley. They say, I've never seen anything like this. An illegal medical lab discovered in Reedley. It's an interesting report.
Government for 25 years. I have never seen anything like this.
First at 11, this one is tough to believe. An investigation tonight into a possible illegal medical lab. It was operating out of an abandoned warehouse in Reedley. Inside, mice bioengineered to incubate the COVID-19 virus.
What?
The lab was
What was that?
legal medical lab. It was operating out of an abandoned warehouse in Reedley. Inside, mice bioengineered to incubate the COVID-19 virus. What? To believe. An investigation tonight into a possible illegal medical lab. It was operating out of an abandoned warehouse in Reedley. Inside, mice bioengineered to incubate the COVID-19 virus.
What?
You okay with that? California, the epicenters of everything of total destruction of our economy, our health, our infrastructure, everything's going to come. All that is going to is going, either we bottle it up, put a fucking wall around it, or keep those fuckers out. But every blue state is going to be and just write this down, is going to be where it all concentrates, instigates, and becomes, not a plague in a sense. Everything they're doing, this is where it's all going to emit from. This is the emission center. Is each blue state is the emitting center of destruction, mayhem, chaos, disease, you fucking name it. It's coming from these states. These states need to be locked down. That's my fucking biggest point tonight. That is my biggest point. Because I am telling you, hey, anyway, I'm going to send out, if you guys want to come on, I'm going to send out the thing. I'm going to take a quick break. I'll send out the thing if you want to come on. You're welcome to come on. What did I put in there? Yeah. Look at I put in my little bottom thing there. Huh, that's cool. Just remember I said that. Here's the problem with me. And some things I can't, relationships, I'm terrible at this. I can't connect the dots sometimes. I don't see the signs, right? And I don't see if things are going this way or that way, or, I'm just kind of fuzzy-eyed sometimes. But when it comes to politics, and when it comes to world events, and when it comes to global events, and the news, and the mainstream media, and social media, and website information from certain entities out there, whether it's left, right, top, bottom, blue, green, orange, whatever the fucking it is, I just like connecting the dots. It's like a puzzle. I love piecing together. That's a problem I got. But the thing is when I see the dots that lead to a certain direction, right? It's like you're, and then in this case, I'm seeing the Demoncrats, these people, just it's not, you know, the constituents mainly, the voters of Democrats. They don't get it. They're not watching it. They don't want to watch it. No, I don't want to know that. No, I don't want to. No, why would I even fucking want to know that? You know, besides the litter shit, besides, you know, I don't care if Michelle fucking Obama has a dick. I don't give a fuck about that. What I do care about is how many fucking chefs have died from the Obama family. How are they still connected to fucking Hunter Biden and Burisma and China and all these other fucking billionaire companies that are come out of nowhere? You know, that's what I want to know about. I want to know what his connections are in so many different ways. But my point that I'm really getting to is it hurts being right. Not about everything. You know, and I'm not. Like I said, I'm just haven't figured out women. I don't know why that is. I know why, because I'm thinking with the wrong. Anyway, here's the thing. Here's the thing. The Demoncrats at the higher levels, like the legislators, judiciaries, executives, department heads, some of them in big companies, whatever. These people are part of it. They're going to, and they're planting these cells and they're creating these cells and they're putting this infestation. You know, whether it's satanic or whatever the fuck their motivation is, it doesn't matter. Because the biggest thing is they're just a bunch of fucking assholes. Period. I don't care what dogma or religion or theism or fucking cult or group or society or tea party group you're in or club you're at or team you're on. An asshole's still an asshole. You still make those decisions. It comes from you. That last decision to push that button, flick that switch, write that word, say that thing. It's still you. Whatever influences you, whatever's gotten to your mind or possessed you, it's still you. Either you control it, or either you let them control you, or you control yourself. Right? God helps those who help themselves. Bottom line. Bottom line. I've always, hell yeah. Because of him, because of God, things happen. It's just the way it is. Right? And I'm like more of an agnostic Christian kind of guy, so nobody really knows the complete and total answers across the fucking far reaches of the different dimensions that we have. Nobody fucking knows, but now I'm going in the other end here. I'm just going to make this point. I'm going to go on a quick break. I'm going to send you guys the... I'll send it to Snork too. He probably will show up. The link to get in. But there's a ton of stuff I'm going over. A ton of stuff. I'm going to bring up a lot of things. I'm going to get your opinions. If you got stuff that you guys want to talk about, please bring it in as well. But the point that I'm trying to make here is this has been happening. It's already happening. Nobody's fixing it. It's still in progress. Right? We still got fucking people creating crazy bills that are destroying our country. We've got, psycho. We still have stupid people, and we got people wearing fucking masks. And then right here, it's clearly showing that 1 in 3. Look at this. That's a terrible piece of information. Look at this. What is that? How is that complete? That was on Jimmy Dore. I can't even say that. I'll get fucking, Wait until the honest numbers come out of the U.S. Health and Human Services. That's nice. Yeah, I should look into it, but a party's not going to. What you need is a movement of people, right? The People's Party started to do that. It's just a movement, but then they were compromised, and fucking what's his name that runs it? It's an asshole. He's a jerk. Wait until the honest numbers come out of the U.S. Health and Human Services. Yep, they're hiding them from. They're hiding them, of course. Look at that. 1 in 3 Kool-Aid taken recipients suffered from myocarditis. Isn't that fucking crazy? Myocarditis. New study shows. That was on fucking Jimmy Dore. And this guy's been talking. This guy is one of the most. John Campbell is probably one of the highest, most well-known, highly praised, and respected medical practitioners out there. Period. For Europe, or especially the UK, right? And he's been all over this shit. And this is when a lot of stuff that he's been digging up lately has been extremely alarming. I can see it in his face when he's talking. He can't believe it's happening. He's more shocked and awed, and most of the stuff because all this stuff is starting to roll out. He's starting to study it more. It's a lot to go through. The information he's going through pages and pages, thousands of pages of information, searching. The best way to do this is shift control F, right? But he's not he doesn't fuck around. And he's presenting this information from the documents provided by big medical, big pharma, big hospital, big elderly care, big psychology, etc. Big medical products, whatever, anything connected. Right? And all this stuff and all these dots are connecting to the Demoncrats are completely are just all in on destroying this nation. Because as I've said, and I've said it for fucking for at least 3 years, if the United States goes down, if they're able to take it down, it's over. The entire planet loses. They will hit that 2/3 of the population being depopulated. They'll hit it. If the United States goes down. So it's people like Eric Schmidt. It's people like Rand Paul, I think, maybe. There's a few of them out there. Lauren Boebert, definitely hardcore. Major Taylor Greene, kind of. I know Kevin McCarthy is compromised. Matt Gaetz, Chip Roy, guy's a fucking beast. You know, we need to get away from these weak pieces of shit. These John Fettermans out there. These Katie Hobbs out there. People that just have no business having leadership. Cynthia McKinney is always nice. She needs to run for the House. I keep fucking telling her, get back in the House. Then you can have. Anyway, I don't. It drives me crazy that she's not running as a fucking anything. She should run Republican so she can have ballot access, go to the debate, and fucking run as a Republican and win the nomination. I don't get it. Green Party, you're not going to win anything. There's only 17 fucking states that have that ballot access. Libertarians only have 33 states. Right? It's just, I don't know. There's a lot of shit that needs to be fixed. But anyway, thank you for that comment. The Reform Party is the Reform Party. I'll look into it. Otherwise, I'm going to take a quick break. If you guys want, I'm just going to send you the thing anyway. Un momento, por favor.